Thank you very much, Dr. Horan. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, Professor Patrick Broe, to address the Assembly.
In the light of what Lord Darcy said about graduation speeches, I'm feeling increasingly nervous. But Chancellor of the National University of Ireland, President of RCPI, Registrars, Vice President, Members of Council, Members of the Medicine and Health Sciences Board, Deans, academic colleagues, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and especially all of you, our new graduates. It is a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome you all here to this evening on this special occasion. June the 6th, your graduation day, is an occasion of great joy, a celebration of achievement, which I hope will be remembered by all of you for many years to come. And the conferring ceremony is one of the highlights of our year, and the College takes particular satisfaction and pride in your success. Now, a lot of degrees, as you are aware, have been conferred today. 226 degrees of Bachelor of Medicine and Obstetrics, 3 degrees Bachelor of Medical Science, 13 PhDs, 5 MScs, 1 MD, 15 Masters in Pharmacy, and 1 MSc in Healthcare Management, although I don't remember that person. I would also like to mention the 19 prize winners who have received their awards today and congratulate each of you on your additional outstanding achievements. Our graduates today hail from 20 different countries, and it's a wonderful tribute to you all to reach this important milestone, which is a culmination of 5, 6, or even 4 years of hard work and dedication. Spare a thought for those unfortunate colleagues of yours who were not successful in this examination, and we wish them luck, I'm sure, in their repeat exams in November. The RCSI Medical School has provided high-quality undergraduate and postgraduate training in medicine and surgery for over 200 years, and has established international benchmarks that see our qualifications both recognised and coveted. Sustaining this great tradition in the highly competitive international arena of today is a testament to the skillful management of the College, the excellence of our teaching, the rigorous standards of examination, and the productivity in research, and indeed the subsequent high levels of performance of you, the graduates and fellows, as you move through many countries in the world. This reputation for excellence, however, has not been forged overnight. It reflects the outstanding effort and dedication of our teaching and administrative staff, whose continued commitment to first-class education methods and high-quality research allows us to maintain and set new standards in medical training and practice. I would like to express, both on my own behalf and that of all you, the new graduates, an enormous appreciation to our staff and faculty for their hard work and dedication. You, our newest graduates, are the fruits of their labours, and I can assure you they are absolutely thrilled and delighted for your success. Your parents, your family, friends and supporters are of course the other group of people who are so delighted and justifiably proud of your achievements today. I would like to warmly welcome all of you who have travelled such distances to join us for this special ceremony. Speaking of college staff, our head porter, Jim Sherlock, sitting down here to my right, is retiring after 30 years of service. Jim epitomises the care and attention given by the support staff at all levels to our students during their time in RCSI. We wish Jim a very happy and healthy retirement. And a happy retirement. Treating and preventing disease has always been one of the most important tasks in society. And this task ultimately falls to one of the most respected and admired figures still, even in the modern world, namely the healer or the doctor. A career in healthcare provision is a noble and rewarding choice, but is increasingly challenging. Your education in this college has grounded you in all the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitudes to take you forward into your chosen careers and specialties. The solemn oath you have taken today was composed by your student predecessors and is more or less an up-to-date version of the Hippocratic Oath. Although it is not stated in the declaration, I would urge you always to treat your patients and their relatives with empathy and compassion. There is a lot of focus in modern healthcare on ensuring patient safety and guaranteeing good outcomes, and that is right and proper. These alone, however, experience has shown, will not guarantee a good patient experience. Without empathy and compassion, and in particular from you, the doctors, the patient experience of the system will only ever be average. In July, you'll be starting work in various countries in Ireland. Those of you starting will be in a health service that is undergoing tremendous change. There are more and more patients to be treated while the funding is decreasing and the resources to treat them less and less. The emphasis is therefore on efficiency and targets and on putting more patients through a system in less time. The European Working Time Directive frequently results in shift work, and young doctors and the concept of continuity of patient care and working as a team, so intrinsic to good practice, is under great threat. Despite these problems, I would encourage you to immerse yourselves fully in your internship. Enjoy the experience, learn from your senior colleagues, and make your long-term career choice in a balanced fashion. Don't be afraid to ask your mentors, your clinical mentors and your role models for advice. And don't be discouraged by constant media references to the medical brain drain, lack of training facilities in Ireland and such like. Remember, you've worked very hard for your medical degree, which you should cherish, and you should always take tremendous personal and professional fulfillment and satisfaction when you regularly remind yourselves of the opportunity you have been given to help your fellow man. Speaking of role models and mentors, we're very fortunate to have with us Lord Darcy today, and you've heard from him and from Cathal Kelly about what a tremendous career he has since he graduated from RCSI in 1984. And as he said himself, 30 years ago, he sat down there, as you did today, and he listened probably to very boring graduation speeches. But he was inspired, and his basic fundamental values come from the exact same place as you have got yours, namely the RCSI. His address to us all was uplifting, and despite his outstanding career, his humility, his humanity, and his abiding loyalty to his alma mater, the RCSI, comes shining through. Thank you very much, Ara, and we're very honoured and privileged to have you here. I would also like to congratulate our postgraduate students who are lesser in number but of equal importance. They have achieved their higher degrees by research, and we acknowledge the enormous research effort that has gone into obtaining these degrees. And they have been examined by the highest international standards. You, researchers, with the help of your supervisors, have addressed important research problems, leading in many cases to discoveries at the bench being translated into treatment of patients. This type of translational research is the cornerstone of RCSI research strategy. You've also contributed much to RCSI's reputation by your research outputs, such as publications in top journals and awards at various national and international meetings. In the past, our higher degree graduates have gone on to pursue high-profile careers in universities, hospitals, industry, and government, and continue to act as outstanding ambassadors for our college. We are confident that today's group will do likewise. And finally, may I say that we do cherish all our graduates, and we hope that you will take away fond memories of your time spent here at RCSI and the friendships that you have forged. Hopefully in the future, many of you will find time to participate in graduate functions. We have a very strong graduate or alumni association that meets annually, and for those of you who will work overseas, there are a number of chapters for our overseas graduates and fellows. Please check on the college website from time to time so you can keep up to date with developments. And of course, it goes without saying that you are always welcome back to visit Stephen's Green. We will always be interested in your personal welfare and in your professional achievements. May I once more congratulate you all and wish you every success in your bright and exciting futures. Thank you very much.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce Professor John Crowe, President of the Royal College of Physicians in Ireland.
Thank you, Professor Kelly. Professor Patrick Broe, President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Dr. Maurice Manning, Chancellor of NUI. members of Council of the Surgical and Medical Royal Colleges, members of the Senate of the National University of Ireland, members of the academic staff, officers and guests. It's a great pleasure to welcome today's medical graduates. The Royal College of Physicians, whom I represent today, is very pleased to give me the privilege of awarding you our licentiate. The association between the College of Physicians and the College of Surgeons in Ireland dates back to the establishment of the Irish Conjoint Board in 1887, and joint conferrings have been held between the two colleges since 1973. Now, we're sitting in a concert hall, but this actually was the examination hall of University College Dublin, and I did my final written exams in this room, so it has changed quite a bit. Now, it's both a great privilege and a pleasure to be admitted to the medical and allied health professions. Your talent and your enthusiasm are absolutely vital if our profession is to progress. I hope that you will continue to learn throughout your professional careers. Experience is gained over a lifetime of practice, but scientific knowledge expands exponentially. And I hope you'll always try to discover what is new, relevant, and exciting. And I think one of the most important things that Professor Darcy told you today was always ask why and why not. Asking why not means that you dispel the limits that other people will try to put upon you and what the world will try to put upon you. Always try and see beyond the margin. The need for continuing medical education and continuing professional development is more important than ever in this busy and complex working life of doctors. And I should say to you that experience, unfortunately, is made up of mistakes. And I've made plenty of them, and you will too. But when you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up about it. Try and learn from it and move on. The challenge of maintaining the balance between work, family, and leisure time, as well as the needs of increasing numbers of female graduates, should continue to exercise both of our colleges, and indeed the government. When you start to work in a hospital, you are actually transmogrified from a medical student with no responsibility into somebody with very considerable responsibility. And in your capacity as a doctor, anxious people who will be your patients will turn to you for help and advice, and they will listen to what you have to say. Your senior colleagues will depend on you for accurate clinical information assembled by you as a trained professional. And I believe that you're well able for these new responsibilities now that you have a solid clinical foundation and education, which is attested to by the degrees that you receive today, and which you really can be justly proud. The qualifications from the Royal College of Surgeons and indeed RCPI are highly regarded wherever you practice, and Irish doctors and allied health professions with Irish degrees are amongst the best in the world. That's widely recognised, and it's partially responsible for the brain drain that we see from Ireland now. There are many countries throughout the world that are very anxious to get Irish health professionals working in their systems. I hope you will take time to thank all of those who've taught you your skills over the years. You'll certainly remember some of them with clarity and some of them with varying degrees of affection. Now, on behalf of the Royal College of Physicians, I would like to congratulate all the postgraduate students and prize winners and to acknowledge the diversity of education that's available in the College of Surgeons. I'd particularly like to extend the warmest of welcomes to this ceremony to all your visitors who are your special guests, especially your parents, your brothers and sisters. And as a parent of two medical students, I'm pretty aware of the input. The support of parents, friends, brothers and sisters has been really important in the past, and of course it's been vital to your success. And on your behalf, I would like to thank all of them. And now. Now that you have a medical student that's known and respected, a medical qualification that's known and respected throughout the world, that world is your oyster. Medicine is extraordinarily diverse and caters for the equally extraordinary diversity of personalities and interests of doctors, and you just have to look around your own class and you'd have to agree that your class is certainly not homogeneous. Your qualifications offer you the greatest number of job opportunities that anyone could have, and you're privileged to have such a wide choice in which to apply your personal talents to assist patients. That's why we're all here. In the years to come, and commitment to your practice and research will give you the opportunity for unparalleled professional fulfillment. I think it's important too to remember that each and every one of us here is extremely lucky. We've been able to translate our abilities, those abilities that we have and the intelligence that we have, and to do something that inspires us. But there are many, many more people in the world, far more than there are of us here, proportionally, who have equal ability and equal intelligence, but no opportunity. So we have an obligation to ourselves, to our profession, and to our patients to achieve our full potential. I wish you great happiness and success in your future careers.
It's a great pleasure to introduce Dr. Maurice Manning, Chancellor of the National University of Ireland.
President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, President of the Royal College of Physicians in Ireland, colleagues, you graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as the last speaker for a number of those who have spoken before me have hinted at maybe speaker fatigue or audience burnout, I think that I will, in fact, cut my excellent script, and it is a good script, but I will, I think, cut it in half. So, I don't know if that's a reaction to the excellence of the script you won't hear or a sigh of relief. But look, today in this ceremony, we publicly applaud your success and we celebrate your achievement. It's a day for optimism, for rejoicing in the fulfillment of human potential and the realization of very real dreams. At a time when very often there's seemingly very little to be cheerful about, when the only resort is Lyric FM. But in times like that, when the austere economic climate can grind us all down, an occasion such as this gives us added pleasure. So it's with great pleasure that as Chancellor of the National University of Ireland, that I welcome all of you new graduates today into the ranks of the National University of Ireland. Some of you are already NUI graduates, others will now be entered on the graduate register. May I say that I do many conferrings, but this annual conferring is always my favourite. And it is for a very particular reason. It is for the obvious sense of collegiality, the joy and the pleasure you all take in each other's company. It's very clear that most of you like each other. You can't like everybody, but most of you do like each other. And this comes across in a very real way in the reaction to today's ceremony. And it's also a huge tribute to the staff at the Royal College, that there is such a bond between you and those who teach you, those who mentor you and monitor you and all of that. So it's something which I think, for me, makes the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland such a very, very special place. And I want to congratulate the leaders of the Royal College on achieving this. Now, the Royal College of Surgeons today honoured one of its most distinguished graduates, and I'm certainly very pleased to add my congratulations to this evening's honorary graduate. Having studied at the Royal College of Surgeons, as he so fondly and vividly recalled, Lord Darcy is, of course, also, I'm proud to say, an NUI graduate. But his stellar career in medicine and his outstanding achievements when in politics, and that's what I want to talk about briefly, his experience of actually managing to bring about meaningful improvement in the British National Health Service provides a wonderful headline to today's graduates. He has made a genuinely great contribution to public life, but he's done this and remained an extraordinarily nice person. He's serious, but he's not pompous. He obviously is concerned about the end product, the well-being of human beings in the whole life of medicine. And it's very clear when he spoke today that he cared for everybody here in the College of Surgeons. But the point I want to make is that as somebody who spent a great deal of my own life in politics, it's virtually impossible to underestimate the contribution of people, of the expertise and the knowledge and the insights that people like Lord Darcy can bring to public life. The British system manages to make it easier for people of outside distinction to make a real contribution to politics. It would be good to hope that our system could provide a role for people, many of them on this platform, people like Lord Darcy, the contribution they could make to public life. And perhaps with political reform much in the air, it's something that we should look at to see if there are ways in which this can be achieved, because there is an enormous contribution, new insights, new ways of looking at old problems to be gained from such an infusion. Now, as I said, I'm going through the script fairly quickly. On behalf of the National University of Ireland, I extend, as I said, warm congratulations. This, most of all, after the graduates, is a very joyful occasion for the parents, families and friends who are here with the new graduates. Many of you have travelled long distances to come to the conferring, and I know you would not have wanted to miss the occasion. You have all earned the right to celebrate today, to feel proud at the achievements of the new graduates, and more than a little relieved that they have actually reached this point. For the President, the Registrar, the Dean and all the staff of the Royal College of Surgeons, together with the President and members of the Royal College of Physicians, the successful conclusion of another academic year with the graduation of new cohorts of students, it is also an occasion for pride in achievement and a cause for celebration. On behalf of the National University of Ireland, I extend my congratulations to you too. Thank you very much.